Let's explore the process of analyzing electrical issues from a visual perspective. When examining a picture for potential electrical problems, several key areas should be carefully considered. These include wiring, connections, components, and overall system integrity. Firstly, examine the wiring itself. Look for signs of damage such as frayed insulation, exposed conductors, or any indication of overheating. Discoloration, melting, or charring of the insulation are clear indicators of potential problems. Check for proper wire sizing. The gauge of the wire should be appropriate for the current it is intended to carry. Undersized wires can overheat and pose a fire hazard. Refer to the National Electrical Code, specifically Table 310.15 for guidance on appropriate wire sizes based on ampacity. Ensure that all wiring is properly secured and supported. Loose or unsupported wiring can be subject to stress and damage over time. Secondly, scrutinize the connections. Loose connections are a common cause of electrical problems. Ensure that all connections are tight and secure. Check for corrosion or oxidation at the connection points. Corrosion can increase resistance and lead to overheating. Use appropriate connectors for the type of wiring being used. For example, use wire nuts for splicing conductors and terminal blocks for connecting to equipment. Avoid using substandard or improper connectors, as they can compromise the integrity of the connection. Verify that all connections are properly insulated. Exposed connections can pose a shock hazard. Thirdly, assess the condition of electrical components. Inspect circuit breakers for signs of damage or malfunction. Look for tripped breakers or breakers that are difficult to reset. Test circuit breakers periodically to ensure they are functioning properly. Use a circuit breaker tester to verify that the breaker trips within its rated current range. Examine outlets and switches for cracks, loose connections, or signs of overheating. Replace any damaged or malfunctioning outlets or switches. Ensure that all outlets are properly grounded. Use an outlet tester to verify that the ground connection is intact. Inspect electrical panels for signs of corrosion, water damage, or other abnormalities. Ensure that the panel is properly labeled and that all circuits are clearly identified. Fourthly, consider the overall system integrity. Check for any signs of water intrusion or moisture in electrical boxes or conduits. Water can cause corrosion and create a shock hazard. Ensure that all electrical boxes and conduits are properly sealed to prevent water from entering. Verify that the electrical system is properly grounded. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker and preventing electrical shock. Check the grounding electrode conductor and the grounding rod to ensure they are in good condition. Ensure that the electrical system is in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides comprehensive guidelines for safe electrical installations. Consult the NEC for specific requirements related to wiring, grounding, and equipment installation. In addition to these specific areas, it's important to consider the overall environment in which the electrical system is operating. For example, electrical systems in damp or corrosive environments may require special protection. Use appropriate enclosures and materials to protect electrical components from the elements. Regularly inspect electrical systems for signs of wear and tear. Proactive maintenance can help prevent electrical problems before they occur. Repair any damage promptly and replace any worn or outdated components. When analyzing electrical pictures or systems, always prioritize safety. Work on electrical systems should only be performed by qualified and experienced individuals. De-energize circuits before working on them and use appropriate personal protective equipment such as gloves and safety glasses. Never take risks with electricity. If you are unsure about something, consult a qualified electrician. Furthermore, consider specific scenarios. If the picture shows a residential setting, look for common issues such as overloaded circuits, improper use of extension cords, and damaged appliances. Overloaded circuits can cause circuit breakers to trip frequently. Avoid plugging too many appliances into a single circuit. Extension cords should be used only temporarily and should be rated for the amperage of the appliances being used. Damaged appliances can pose a shock hazard. Inspect appliances regularly for frayed cords or other signs of damage. If the picture shows a commercial or industrial setting, look for issues such as improper grounding, inadequate wiring, and overloaded equipment. Commercial and industrial electrical systems are typically more complex than residential systems and require specialized knowledge and equipment to maintain. Ensure that all electrical equipment is properly grounded and that the wiring is adequate for the load being served. Overloaded equipment can overheat and cause fires. Also, remember to check for general good practices. Are junction boxes properly covered? Are wires neatly organized, or is there a chaotic rat's nest? Are there any signs of amateur electrical work, like bed splices wrapped in excessive electrical tape? These types of things are also hints as to whether an electrical system is safe and up to code. Let's dive deeper into some specific components and their common issues. Firstly, consider the electrical panel. The electrical panel is the central distribution point for electricity in a building. It houses the circuit breakers that protect individual circuits from overcurrents. Common problems with electrical panels include corrosion, loose connections, and overloaded circuits. Corrosion can occur due to moisture or exposure to corrosive substances. Clean any corrosion from the panel and replace any damaged components. Loose connections can cause overheating and arcing. Tighten all connections in the panel to ensure they are secure. Overloaded circuits can cause the circuit breakers to trip frequently. Redistribute the load in the circuits or add additional circuits to alleviate the overload. Secondly, consider the wiring. Wiring is the pathway for electricity to flow from the electrical panel to the various loads in the building. Common problems with wiring include damaged insulation, undersized conductors, and improper connections. Damaged insulation can expose conductors and create a shock hazard. Replace any wiring with damaged insulation. Undersized conductors can overheat and pose a fire hazard. Replace any undersized conductors with appropriately sized conductors. Improper connections can cause overheating and arcing. Ensure that all connections are made properly and are secure. Thirdly, consider the outlets and switches. Outlets and switches are the points where electricity is accessed to power appliances and equipment. Common problems with outlets and switches include cracks, loose connections, and faulty mechanisms. Cracks can expose internal components and create a shock hazard. Replace any cracked outlets or switches. Loose connections can cause overheating and arcing. Tighten all connections to ensure they are secure. Faulty mechanisms can prevent the outlet or switch from functioning properly. Replace any outlets or switches with faulty mechanisms. Fourthly, consider the lighting fixtures. Lighting fixtures provide illumination for buildings and spaces. Common problems with lighting fixtures include burnt-out bulbs, loose connections, and damaged components. Burnt-out bulbs should be replaced promptly. Loose connections can cause flickering or intermittent operation. Tighten all connections to ensure they are secure. Damaged components can render the fixture inoperable or create a safety hazard. Replace any lighting fixtures with damaged components. Finally, consider the grounding system. The grounding system provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker and preventing electrical shock. Common problems with grounding systems include corroded connections, broken ground wires, and improper grounding techniques. Corroded connections can impede the flow of fault current. Clean any corrosion from the connections and replace any damaged components. Broken ground wires can render the grounding system ineffective. Replace any broken ground wires. Improper grounding techniques can compromise the safety of the electrical system. Ensure that the grounding system is installed in accordance with the National Electrical Code. Additionally, it's worth mentioning the importance of arc fault circuit interrupters, or SIs, and ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs. The SIs are designed to protect against arc faults, which are a common cause of electrical fires. GFCIs are designed to protect against ground faults, which can cause electrical shock. SIs and GFCIs should be installed in areas where there is a high risk of arc faults or ground faults, such as bedrooms, bathrooms, and kitchens. These devices can detect these dangerous conditions and quickly shut off the power, preventing injury or damage. When analyzing electrical pictures or systems, it's also important to consider the type of equipment being used. For example, different types of equipment have different electrical requirements. Ensure that the electrical system is properly sized and configured to accommodate the equipment being used. Also, be aware of any specific safety requirements for the equipment. Some equipment may require special grounding or protection. Remember, working with electricity can be dangerous. Always take precautions to protect yourself from electrical shock or injury. To energize circuits before working on them, use appropriate personal protective equipment, and never take risks with electricity. If you are not qualified to work on electrical systems, consult a qualified electrician. Let's discuss some more advanced topics. One important concept in electrical systems is voltage drop. Voltage drop is the reduction in voltage that occurs as electricity flows through a conductor. Excessive voltage drop can cause equipment to malfunction or operate inefficiently. The National Electrical Code provides guidelines for limiting voltage drop in electrical circuits. Use appropriately sized conductors to minimize voltage drop. Another important concept is harmonics. Harmonics are distortions in the sinusoidal waveform of alternating current electricity. Harmonics can be caused by nonlinear loads such as electronic devices and variable frequency drives. Harmonics can cause overheating of equipment, malfunction of electronic devices, and interference with communication systems. Harmonic filters can be used to mitigate the effects of harmonics. Power factor correction is another important aspect of electrical system design. Power factor is a measure of how efficiently electrical power is being used. A low power factor can result in increased energy consumption and higher utility bills. Power factor correction capacitors can be used to improve the power factor of electrical systems. Surge protection is also an important consideration. Surges are transient overvoltage events that can damage electrical equipment. Surges can be caused by lightning, switching of electrical loads, or other disturbances on the power grid. Surge protective devices, or SPDs, can be used to protect electrical equipment from surges. SPD should be installed at the service entrance and at sensitive equipment locations. Regular inspection and testing of electrical systems are essential for ensuring safety and reliability. Electrical systems should be inspected periodically by qualified electricians to identify any potential problems. Testing should be performed to verify the proper operation of electrical components and the integrity of the grounding system. Infrared thermography can be used to detect overheating of electrical equipment. Overheating is a common sign of loose connections, overloaded circuits, or other problems. Insulation resistance testing, also known as Megger testing, can be used to assess the condition of electrical insulation. Low insulation resistance can indicate damaged or deteriorated insulation. Ground impedance testing can be used to verify the integrity of the grounding system. High ground impedance can indicate a faulty ground connection. Furthermore, let's consider the impact of renewable energy sources on electrical systems. With the increasing popularity of solar power and wind power, it's important to understand how these sources integrate into existing electrical systems. Solar panels generate direct current, or DC, electricity, which must be converted to alternating current, or AC, electricity using an inverter. The inverter must be properly sized and configured to match the requirements of the electrical system. Wind turbines also generate electricity, which may be either DC or AC. The electricity generated by wind turbines must be integrated into the electrical system in a safe and reliable manner. When integrating renewable energy sources into electrical systems, it's important to consider issues such as grid stability, power quality, and safety. Proper planning and design are essential for ensuring the successful integration of renewable energy sources. Battery energy storage systems are also becoming increasingly popular. Battery storage systems can be used to store excess energy generated by renewable energy sources or to provide backup power during grid outages. Battery storage systems must be properly integrated into the electrical system to ensure safe and reliable operation. The integration of battery storage systems requires careful consideration of factors such as battery chemistry, charging and discharging rates, and safety precautions. As technology advances, electrical systems are becoming more complex and sophisticated. It's important to stay up to date on the latest technologies and best practices for electrical system design and maintenance. Continuing education and professional development are essential for electricians and other electrical professionals. The National Electrical Code is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest changes in technology and safety standards. It's important to stay informed about the latest code requirements. In conclusion, analyzing electrical systems involves a comprehensive assessment of wiring, connections, components, and overall system integrity. Regular inspection, testing, and maintenance are essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity and consult a qualified electrician if you have any concerns.